welcome everyone. See some new faces, some people that I know, some friends. My name's Holly, in case you're new to the studio, and this is Vinyasa Flow. This is a hot class, as you can tell. Yeah, we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna move a lot today. We're gonna do lots of free-flowing movement. That's just kind of what I'm feeling in my body and in my personal rituals today. So get ready to just be curious and move and flow today. Okay, so we're gonna start in seated position. We'll come to a cross-legged seated position. Close your eyes. You ladies at home, we can start our playlist here in 3, 2, 1, press play. Start to notice your breath. Your shoulders and your knees come down towards your mat. Start to relax your jaw. Just get still here. Just notice whatever is present in your body, what's present around your body. Notice if you're having a hard time sitting still, if there's any resistance. Let's start to breathe together. So we're going to do a 3-part breath. So as you begin to inhale, you're going to count to 1, breathing down into your deepest part of your belly, 2, breathing into your ribs, and 3, breathing all the way up to your shoulders and holding. And as you exhale, counting 1, shoulders, 2, ribs, and 3, belly, getting all the way empty. That's your breath. Inhaling deeply into the belly for 1, the ribs 2, into the shoulders 3, and exhaling from the shoulders 3, from the ribs 2, and from the belly 1. Start to cultivate that slow, mindful, conscious breath. Let this be your constant as you move on your mat today. If you're ever feeling like you're getting more into your head, this is a nice way to come back into your body. See if you can sit just a little bit taller, stacking each vertebrae. Notice if you're kind of moving forward through the shoulders or back. Find that sweet spot where everything is stacked and aligned. I want you to ask yourself here, what does freedom mean to you? If you could bring it into one sentence, what is freedom? Blink your eyes open. See yourself in the mirror. Smile. Okay, let's start to move. Bring your right hand out towards the side, touch the floor, and then reach your left arm up and over. And then switch sides. Just let your movements be really gentle. Just feel your body. Start to awaken. Start to move side to side here. If you want to keep your eyes closed, you can. So you can start to kind of awaken your breath, moving with your movements. So exhaling as you move side to side, inhaling as you come through center. And with this same kind of cadence, I want you to start to move forward and back. So you might start to bow. And then sweeping the hands behind you, might start to lift the hips just a little, dropping the head back. And then just start to kind of get into your body, moving side to side, forward, back. There's no right or wrong way to do this, just feeling into your body and your breath. Rolling out through the neck, lingering anywhere that it feels really good to do so. And switch out the cross of your legs. You might start to add a little twisting movements in, side to side. Yeah, nothing's off the table here. And let's come back through center. And then extend your right leg forward at a 45-degree angle. Bring the sole of your left foot in. And walk your fingertips forward to frame your right foot or leg. Yeah, just as far as feels good for your body. Bring your left hand behind you and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Arc up and over. And then come down back into your forward fold, same leg. Crawl the hands forward. And then left hand sweeps behind, press your hips high. Again, come into this sense of free movement here. Now lingering anywhere that feels good. You're folding, you're moving side to side, forward, back. And then switch to the other side. Left leg comes out, so the right foot in. Crawl your hands forward, fold. Right hand sweeps behind. Arc up and over. You know where you're going now, so just come into free movement. You might twist a little side to side. Good, then come through center, extend both legs forward. Same idea here. Let's sit nice and tall. Flex your feet, lift your heels just off your mat. Strong core, crawl your fingers forward, fold. And then hands come to sweep back behind the hips, press your hips high, drop your head back. And then drop the hips, sweep forward, fold. And then back. Start to awaken your breath again. Deeper inhales and exhales. Now think about what it means to be wild and free in your life, in your body, in your relationships. And let's all meet back through center. This time bend your knees, sit tall, bring your feet together. Arms are gonna come out like you're holding the moon out in front of you and hinge back at the waist. Fold right here. We're just gonna do a little teeny tiny crunch here, little crunch. Just starting to awaken the core. This is gonna help protect our bodies as we move today. Little lift. And close your eyes. Start to really draw the navel into the spine. And then come down, hold low. Float your feet off your mat. Good. Boat pose, low boat. See if you can straighten out the legs. Good, hold and breathe. Look at your big toes. Deepen your breath. Child's pose, cross your legs. Arms forward. Hips to heels, knees nice and wide. Puppy pose, just crawl your hands forward. And stack your hips over your knees. Forehead down to mat. Good. Opening up through the chest. Downward facing dog. Take some time to arrive here. Spread your fingers on your mat. Glue your hands down. Good, yeah. See if you can lift your tailbone more up towards the ceiling. Maybe that means bending your knees a little bit. Good, Anne. Good, Aaron. Plank pose. Roll forward. See if you can articulate through each vertebrae as you come forward, stacking shoulders over wrists. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Keep going, move with your breath. Inhale as you rock forward. Exhale as you lift your hips high. Navel up and in. Ujjayi. Start to hear yourself breathing as you do this. Adding on, as you come forward, plank pose, start to dip your hips down towards your mat into a modified upward facing dog. Yeah, good, and then downward facing dog. Inhale forward, just ever so slightly dip the hips down. Downward facing dog, exhale. A few more rounds here. Good, let's all meet in plank pose. Come down to your knees. Chaturanga, halfway lower. Elbows come 90 degrees. Hold there, pause. Feel the arms turn on, the triceps. But lift your seat just a little higher, good, yes. Come all the way down to your mat. Cobra pose, inhale. Shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Feet together, halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Join your palms overhead, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Chaturanga. You can always come down to the knees here or keep the knees lifted halfway lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, deepen your breath in and out through your nose. Bend your knees. Look in between your hands and step or jump to the top of your mat. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose. Swan dive, forward fold. halfway lift. Chaturanga. Or knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. A downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale out all your air and look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Good, good dulce. Look up in between your hands. Draw your shoulder blades together. Good, Maddie. See if you can get 1 inch lower. Good. More engagement through the core. Inhale fully. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Step your right foot through your hands. Ground down through your back heel. Rise up. Good. Look up in between your hands. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side warrior one. Rise up. Glue your feet down to your mat. Yeah, spin your back heel down if you can. Square your hips towards the mirrors. Good. Look up. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Good, Mackenzie. Good. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Feet together. Half lift. Lengthen your spine. Forward fold. Chair pose. One breath this time. Rise up. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Half lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Good. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale, left side. Right into it. You don't have to wait for my cues or your neighbors. Move at your own speed. Inhale. And exhale, flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee and open up through your hips. Look up under your right armpit. Yeah, really dropping the crown of your head down. Good, yeah. Everyone's neck just relaxed. Back to three-leg dog. Square your hips. Knee to chest. Shift forward, round your spine. Good, hold, hold, hold. All right, listen carefully. Wild thing, left hand stays down to your mat. Right toes are gonna come behind your left leg. Look at your neighbors if you need to. Yeah, and then press your hips high. Beautiful, yeah, I see some people modifying, that's great. You can always drop a knee here, lift your hips up. Good, come back where you just were, right knee into chest. Fallen triangle pose, so right leg's gonna go towards the street this time. And then press your hips high, left arm up and over. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good work at home, Ash. Lift your left leg high. Bend your knee and open up. Look up under your left armpit this time. Straighten out, three-leg dog, knee to chest. Round your spine, shift forward. And hold, feel your core muscles turn on. Wild thing, right hand stays planted, left toes behind your right leg, arc up. Good, yes. See yourself in the mirror. Back to plank, knee into chest. Fallen triangle, left leg under. Yeah, good. Good, Molly. I see Molly floated her leg up off the floor, her left foot. Maybe try that if you want a little up level. Any takers? Good, Ann. Good, Lacey. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Warrior one. Right foot through. So I want you to really focus on your legs and feet here, really grounding into the legs and feet. We're going to start to move the upper body. So I want you to get rock solid in your foundation. Sweep your hands behind you and interlace. We're going to start to move between this position and humble warrior. So bow in. Right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. And then as you inhale, I want you to rise up slowly. Feeling all the little muscles in your body working. Drop the head back and exhale, bow. So yeah, you can do this as slowly or quickly as you want. Maybe you feel the need for a little more stillness. You can pause wherever you feel called to do so. So legs are rock solid, like they are not gonna move. They are rooted, they are extending roots down into the earth. The upper body is free and fluid. So good. Let's all meet in our folded position and then drop your right hand to the inside of your right foot and reach your left arm up towards the sky. Good, extended side angle. So good. See if you can press your hips forward a little more towards the street, kind of tucking your booty under. Good adjustments. Deepen your breath, Ujjayi, in and out through your nose. Warrior two. Settle in. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look over your front middle finger. Good. Are your shoulders stacked above your hips? Good adjustments, everyone. All right, we're going to start to move here. I want you to take your left hand. You're going to reach your left hand up. Bring your hands together. Look forward. And then sweep the hand down. So you're making big, huge circles with the left arm while the right arm stays. Yeah, and you can start to get the upper body more involved. Lower body's steady. Yesterday was a full moon, so Think about drawing big circles like the moon, like you're drawing the moon with your left fingertips. Come back through warrior two. Reverse warrior, flip your front palm, lean towards the mirror. We're gonna add on here, take your left hand, grab your right wrist, and pull back gently. Yeah, good. Feel that nice big stretch. Half moon pose, right hand down to your mat. Now look at your neighbor if you don't know what to do. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Maybe you look up at your left hand. Good. Inhale fully. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come back to your sentence about freedom. What does freedom mean to you? If you could tell someone right now in one sentence, what would you say? Or if you could write it on a sticky note and put it on your mirror at home, what would it say? Left side warrior one. Left foot through. Again, focus on your foundation of your legs. Like legs are rock solid, steady. And then interlace the hands. And open up, inhale. And bow, exhale. Start to move with your breath. Inhale, rise. Heel up. And exhale, bow. You can always modify by limiting your range of motion here. If you just want to do really small, simple movements, do that. Good. And let's all bow. Let's all meet there. Left hand to the inside of your foot. Right arm lifts, peel open. Look up. Good, Christine. Good, sunshine. Good. Deepen your breath. Ujjayi. Hear yourself breathe. Warrior two. Right hand comes forward. This time, like you're drawing back an arrow, pull the arrow back. Like what are you focusing on? What are you gonna land with your focus, your arrow, pull it back. Keep going, reach, reach, reach. Lean forward, pull back. Back through warrior two, reverse warrior. And then grab your left wrist with your right hand and gently pull back, look up, open the chest. Half moon pose. Expansion. Think about expanding out from the center of your chest, out through your fingertips and your toes. Deepen your breath. One more big inhale, stay. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your right foot through your hands. Pyramid pose. Straighten out through both legs. Square your hips and fold over your front leg. Find stillness here. See if you can straighten into both legs using your breath. Yeah, but if not, it's all good. Keep that front knee bent if that feels good for your body. Revolve triangle, keep your left hand down, peel your right arm up, lift your gaze. Yeah, left hand down, right arm up. Good. See if you can keep both heels down on your mat. Maybe that means widening out your stance, like on railroad tracks. Yeah, good, sunshine. Wide leg forward fold towards the street. So spin open to the opposite side. Bring your stance a little wider, parallel your feet, and fold. Wait into your toes. You can always grab a hold of big toes, outside edges of the feet, shins, ankles. Ah, good. I see some people with their head down on the floor. So good. Keep your feet where they are. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way to standing. Just get there however feels good for your body. Good. And then point your toes out, goddess squat. Sink low. Arms come into cactus shape and really wake up your fingers here. Look up towards the ceiling. Now get 1 inch lower. Good. Bless you. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. And switch sides. Start to move here with your breath. Inhaling, center, exhale, side stretch. How low can you get through your legs as a way to be engaged through the legs? Chaturanga, as you're ready. Frame your front foot, flow it out. We'll meet in back and downward facing dog. Step your left foot through your hands, pyramid pose. Draw your belly up and in. Revolve triangle pose, right hand stays down. Left arm peels open. Think about spinning open through the rib cage. Yeah, good. Mm-hmm. Wide leg forward fold towards the labby. This time around, if you want to take a side to side lunge, you can do that if you want a little more opening through the hips. Lifting up the toes on one side and then the other. Yeah, good. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come forward into plank pose and lower all the way down to your mat. Rest on your belly. Start to notice your breath again. Notice your body. Notice sensations around your body, using your senses. If you have one ear down, you can bring the opposite ear down. Locust pose, bring your arms down by your sides, palms face up towards the ceiling. Yeah, and then like you're gonna press your hand prints into the ceiling. Lift up through the arms, lift up through the legs, lift up through the chest, and hold and breathe there. See if you can draw your feet together. Good, Trina. Good, using the strength of your glutes. So see if you can really wake up the glute muscles. Go up, up, up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. One more round, locust, or you can do bow pose here if you want to up level just a little bit. You can grab a hold of the ankles or the feet. Kick into the hands, otherwise locust where we just were. Go up, 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 hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side. Camel pose. Come to stand on your knees. So you want your knees about hip width distance apart. So this is a really deep back bend. So I encourage you to just go in through the bus stops, and then you can stop at each bus stop if you want to stop there, okay? So you can tuck your toes. That's going to make the heels a little more accessible. Hands to the low back. And then start to press your hips forward. Just feel that natural back bend happening. Press your chest forward. You can always hold right there. Otherwise, you might start to drop the head back. It's going to deepen a little more. And if you feel strong and stable there, you can start to bring the hands to the backs of the heels. Lift your chest up a little more. Press your hips a little more forward. Good. You want to stay engaged through the front side of the body here, like you could spring forward like a rubber band if you let go. Beautiful. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, slowly come back up, child's pose. Frog pose. So we're going to turn to face towards the street. And you can double up the sides of your mat. So we're going to bring our knees wide on our mat. And then bring your ankles to stack behind your knees. Toes out, come down to forearms. Yeah, kind of stagger with your neighbor so that one person's face isn't like in the other person's butt. There you go. Think about release here, surrender, surrendering your hips towards your mat. And you want your hips in line with your knees. So yeah, check it out. If your knees are way out in front of your hips, you want to kind of readjust. Good, yeah, good adjustment. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And you can start to come out, take your time. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Knee to chest, round in. Half pigeon pose, right side. If some freer movement here is speaking to you, you might start to kind of wiggle around. You can walk your hands over towards your right side. You might bend your back knee, grab a hold of the foot, twist, bend side to side, or you can hold still. Downward facing dog. Put your left leg high. Knee to chest. Half pigeon left side. If you want to bring in some movement here, you can start to wiggle around side to side. Bend the back leg. Downward facing dog. Come down to the knees. Then come onto your back. So you can thread your feet through towards the mirrors. Then lie down with your head towards the mandala. Coming into bridge pose. We'll just do one round of bridge. So if you want to do full wheel, if you're feeling like you want to come into wheel, do that now. Otherwise, bridge pose. Think about lifting your hips high and drawing your knees together like you're trying to pop a balloon in between your legs. Beautiful, Erin. Good, Lacey. And Maddie. And then counteract that strengthening with deepening your breath, softening into your breath. And as you're ready, you can come on down. Happy baby pose. And start to straighten into your legs here and shift side to side. And then draw your knees together at your chest. Cross your right leg up and over your left, and then grab a hold of your ankles and draw your heels in towards your seat. Good. Spinal twist. Drop your knees over towards your left side. Peel your right arm open. Look at your right fingertips. Consider what actions and words and thoughts are going to give you a little more freedom today and every day. And come back through center. Switch out the cross of your legs. So left leg comes on top this time. Draw your heels in towards your seat. And drop your legs to your right side. And consider what words, actions, and thoughts are going to give others freedom today and every day. And come back through center. Let's get upside down. Take your inversion of choice here. So if you're near a wall, you can do legs up the wall. You could do waterfall, just get those legs up. You could do shoulder stand, forearm stand, headstand. You can shift into plow if you'd like. And come all the way down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open. Bring your hands to your chest. You can place your hands anywhere on your body where you feel like you need a little extra healing, love, or space. I see some people with their arms up overhead if you want more opening through the chest. Shavasana, you can stay here, you can stretch out on your mat. The next 4 minutes are yours just to get still. It's your only goal here for the next few minutes.
Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out wrists and ankles. Stretch your arms overhead. Open your eyes. And make your way onto your left side. And come back to seated. Bring your hands together at your heart in prayer. Then bring your thumbs in between your eyebrows to your third eye. Sit tall. Thank you guys. May you all be happy. May you all be healthy. And may you all be free. May you be you. Namaste. I put a wipe at everyone's mat, so you can wipe off your mat with that. And then you can just leave it right at your mat.